yeah, yeah. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, yeah. Press it in chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, yeah. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, yeah. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle does show, yeah, the Mizzle does show, yeah. Mizzle does show, yeah, the Mizzle does show. It's the Mizzle does show, yeah, the Mizzle does show, yeah. Mizzle does show, yeah, the Mizzle does show.
Yeet.
Good morning. Let's get to the chopper.
Do it.
Do it now. Yes, folks. Don't be alarmed.
No, please don't. Don't be.
We really are live at 11:04 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, and welcome. 4 in the morning. Top of the morning to you. So
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So I'm glad you're with us here on this Monday morning.
Yes.
Hopefully you guys are having a good start to your week, and hopefully you got your coffee and your orange juice in.
Well, I've had my coffee already, so
that's a very big cup of Joe.
Now we're moving on to the other part of the Breakfast of Champions. It's like I said, it's 12 o'clock somewhere, so I'm gonna enjoy a nice cold one while we do a mid-afternoon show.
Well, it is 5 o'clock some damn where, absolutely, as it always is.
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Bridges. How are you? Welcome.
Good morning.
Yes. We normally don't do morning shows, so I guess you can consider this a bonus edition because you've been seeing our faces all week long, and you're only going to continue to see them as the NFL season gets into full-fledged gear with preseason, as we just completed our first full-fledged weekend of preseason football. There were 2 games yesterday. The Battle of the Horses between the Broncos and the Colts, and we had the Rams and the Cowboys. Now, yes, we're not going to put too much light into it because it is preseason. But, however,
yes,
facts must be given. Bo Nix played very solid yesterday.
Sure.
For the Broncos against the Colts. And actually, very rare you see a high-scoring game in preseason, but there was a lot of scoring in that game between Indianapolis and Denver. Quite the shock, because you normally don't see that. You normally see low-scoring, sloppy play. I mean, there were still sloppy plays in that game, but Bo Nix definitely had he looked very solid. Certainly something you can build on if you are Sean Payton and Denver. Something to build on, because I know Jarrett Stidham came into this listed as QB number 1. Of course, he's in a second year in Denver, but for what it's worth, Broncos do get the win 34-30. But good to see Anthony Richardson make his return back after his rookie season was cut short. So I mean, Sam Ehlinger looked good throwing the ball in his limited action. So, I mean, certainly you can take some things out of this. Well, I'll tell you this. If you betted the over in this game, you definitely won yesterday. That's for sure. That's for certain. As they both combined for 64 points in this preseason game. And then the other contrast, very sloppy game. Stinson threw 4 interceptions, but despite all that,
he walked off, though.
He did throw a walk-off touchdown pass when it mattered the most, as the Rams get by the Cowboys 13-12. Trey Lance was a leading passer and leading rusher for the Cowboys. I know it's been a struggle for him.
Boy, they ripped him on sports radio today.
Yeah.
Goodness, they gave him the blues today on sports talk radio.
Well, here,
and
again, I will – not that I'm defending him, but however, here's the thing. Oh, don't forget to make your thing public on your Facebook page, since I'm still in jail for another day.
What? You're still in jail for another day?
I can't post I can't post on my page for one more day.
That's horrible. Oh, well, you know what? It seems like just perfect, because I think they let me out of jail today.
Yeah, they did.
All right, it is now done.
But nonetheless, Well, one came down and now we move on to Los Angeles as the games of the Olympiad came to a close, but it closed with a tremendous fashion as well. I mean, doesn't matter which variation of the U.S. women's basketball team you want to put together.
Yeah.
The winning
Yeah.
streak goes to 61, 8 consecutive gold medals for these amazing women that come together. And basically, it took a foot on the line to get by the slimmest of margins as the French gave the USA women everything but the kitchen sink. But at the end of the day, the women put the United States in first over golds. I mean, USA took the overall medal count, but the one last gold by the women gave America the most golds. I'm sorry, China and the U.S. tie with the most golds. They tie with 40.
Yeah, 40. Yes.
But the United States overall with
like 160,
126 total goals.
Okay.
40 gold, 44 silver, 42 bronze. But France, the home country, had 16 golds, 26 silvers, 22 bronze for a total of 64. China came in second with 91. Well, I'll say this: as long as there is diving in the Olympics, China will just give China the gold medal because they seemingly just win gold every time. Doesn't matter if it's diving, synchronized diving, whatever diving sport there is. China just seems to dominate that in the Olympic Games. But here's the total medals by country, as we'll go for the entire list. But Puerto Rico got 2 medals. Good for them. Mexico
2 medals.
Two bronze for Puerto Rico.
Nice.
Mexico gets 5. Orale.
Orale.
Colombia gets 4. Portugal gets 4. Jamaica only 6, which is rare to see in these games.
They came close to. They were in the race for a lot, but they just didn't close it.
Cuba gets 9 medals, including 2 golds. So good for Cuba. The Swedes get 11. España gets 18, 5 golds for silver and 9 bronze. Brazil has 20. They got 10 bronze, 3 silver, and 7 gold. 7 silver and 3 gold. Canada with 27. Korea with 32. Germany with 33. The Dutch, the Netherlands had 34, but very high on golds for the Dutch in these Olympic Games. So they had 15. Italy had 40. Japan had 45. They got 20 gold. The Aussies, almost an even distribute of their 53 golds, 18 gold, 19 silver, and 16 bronze. Great Britain, 65 golds, or 65 medals total, 29 bronze, 22 silver, 14 gold. The Brits had a very good showing in track and field, especially on the relays on the women's side. They got some very fast women over there in the UK. Of course, China and the U.S. each had 40 goals. China had 27 silver, 24 bronze, like mentioned, the U.S. 40 clubs across the board, 40 gold, 44 silver, 42 bronze, for a total of 126.
Oh, yes.
As now it comes back to the United States for the first time in 20. All right, let's do the math here. So we're going to do it like this. So.
Has it been 20 some odd years? It was in the 90s was the last time it was here, right? 92?
32.
No,
32.
32?
Okay. It'll be 32 years. So, well, when it gets to 2028, it will have been 32 years since they last hosted it back in Atlanta in 1996. Of course, that was when the greatest held the torch and lit the torch throughout battling his Parkinson's, one of the great moments in sports history. And obviously in that same Olympics, he got his gold that he threw in the river, got it back from when he won gold in 1960 in Rome, Italy. Of course, that was when Michael Johnson did the first double, first man to win the 2 and the 4 in the same Olympics.
That man was floating.
He looked like he was jogging in those gold Nike spikes, let me tell you.
Some of that, but but I can't remember if we commented on this one, but I like to go back to the track and field with the women relay. Sha'Carri Richardson at the end, where she just took flight and then she gave that look, and it's like she just put in that final gear.
Well, I mean, she had
that
to.
Was, that picture. That picture was just about as cold as Steph's picture.
Well, I mean, she had to do that because I mean, when she got the baton, the USA was trailing.
She was trailing. Yes,
I think Germany was up like a few meters, and then
I believe you're right.
And she just picked it in, and then she just said, you know what, I got denied gold to the 100. You're not denying me here, and she gets her first gold medal as the women continue their dominance in the relays. And well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if you saw the video of when Lewis Johnson was coming on doing a report, and he was talking about that he had a conversation with Carl Lewis, but Carl
was pissed.
He was pissed. He was like, and you can read his lips. You can read his lips. He was saying, "I'm done with them." He was like, he was upset. And again, it's been 20 years, and this all started in 2004 in Athens, Greece. And I don't know why, but it just seems to carry over of this issue with the baton passing, which ended up costing again. Now, I don't know if they would have caught DeGrasse from Canada, because once he got the baton, he was gone, and you were not catching him as Canada took the gold in the 4x100s.
Oh, Canada!
Oh, Canada! The Maple Leaf indeed. But I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, they have to get better at passing the baton, because I mean, countries are catching up. I mean, you got Botswana catching up. You have, obviously, the Jamaicans are going to come back motivated because they were pissed off that they didn't do anything. Of course, Canada's still there. Of course, Great Britain, like I said, Great Britain had great showings in the relays and in the field. So I mean, it's interesting to see what's going to happen when it comes back to the States.
I can't wait.
In 2028. And I'm just gonna be a homer for a minute, but Vallejo, California was in the building last night in the closing ceremonies as her was indeed being her. And in addition to that,
just a spectacular voice, just a tremendous voice,
and she can rip that guitar, folks.
Oh, and it's
she might be the artist. She might be the female Prince in regards to stroking that guitar, folks. I'm just gonna tell you. So yes,
you won't get no argument from this guy over here.
A proud Vallejoan, showing support to another fellow Vallejoan as she rocked the stage in the closing ceremonies. And of course, what else would Tom Cruise do than some Ethan Hunt Mission Impossible stuff?
What did I text you? What did I text you? It's only right that fucker will jump out of a fucking plane.
It's only the Mission Impossible way to do so. Is
there another Mission Impossible coming out? Was this his way of promoting the new movie? I know they're up to 9, 10 of them.
Well, remember, hold on.
Whoa. Has the page the page been deactivated, bro? As I'm sitting here reading for the boss man. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting some news in our network that I did not know nothing about.
That's a new one on me.
Right? I mean, we are broadcast. Oh no, we're only broadcasting on the
YouTube channel,
YouTube page, not the Facebook page. Okay.
I don't know what's happened to the Facebook page. Nonetheless, but I mean, there is another Mission Impossible movie coming out.
Yes.
So, there you have it with that. So we are. What's the name of the movie? Dead Reckoning. Yes. So there was a part 2.
That was the last one, right? Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Dead Reckoning Part 1. So like the last time we saw the movie, they had the key, and then that's when Haley Atwell said, "I want to join the NIF," and then
didn't they shoot all of them together though?
Okay, Will. He's not a phone person anymore. He used to be, but he's not a phone person no more. So if he calls me, it has to be something really, really important. Hence why we now do this podcast that we've been doing for the last 4 years. And plus,
whoa. Is he saying that he'd rather us be doing this at night? Is that where I'm getting at?
I don't know, but like I said,
I don't know where you're going, but yeah, I am definitely not a phone person. Well, talking on the phone, you call me, I will literally look at my phone and be like, this person do not know who I am.
Unless it's Terry or David Mason.
Oh, then I'm always picking up for mom and dad. Yes, indeed. Yes. Or my aunties. My uncles, I might give the people's eyebrow to. Depends on like, okay, what time of the day it is, or what are we talking about? Football season, I might pick up for certain uncles. I don't know, but I'll tell you this: you call me during the Raider game, I will push that end button so fast. We don't call me during Raider games,
and that's your house is burning down. And that's even with giving the public service announcement.
Yes,
like he'll give the yearly public service announcement. And boom, it goes out the window sometimes. Now, me and him will like text throughout the whole game because we always prepare because normally we do a night we do our own version recap of the NFL during the NFL season, just like we do during the A7.
Make sure that we're looking. Yeah, we want to talk about the same thing,
just like we do during the A7 season. So I mean, this is just stuff that we do. But we're giving
the people a AM show. They don't see us this early in the morning.
Yeah, because normally he's getting ready for work, or I'm asleep. So just one of the rare few times where I actually woke up earlier than normal. So here we are doing an early morning show. Now,
enjoy.
Now, if the network wanted to pay us and put us in the studio, then of course we'll do an AM show 5 days a week.
I will make sure that happens before, even if I have to go to work, I will fit that in. There will be schedules.
Well, if the network is paying you enough to where you don't have to work at Kaiser, well, there you go too. But that's here nor there. Okay, first off,
hey, we have jobs. First of all, I have a job. As
so
you
do
just
I.
Heard him say, Kaiser.
Secondly,
I work at Kaiser.
Secondly, I am not Mad Dog Russo. And he is not Stephen A. Smith. You ain't gonna catch us yelling at each other back and forth like those two do in the morning on First Take.
No, that will never happen. Even during football season, me and this man don't disagree. That's crazy. That's why we like having guests on that will disagree with something, and I can be like, "Yes, I needed you to come on the show just for this reason."
Basically,
it's
him
rare.
and Kay.
It's rare.
Basically, him and Kay.
That's college football season. I have no beef with him during the NFL season besides that his organization beat my team in the Super Bowl. Bastards. Cheating motherfuckers. Anyway, college football, oh yeah, we're back and forth. And we also got to get Mr. Corey Hammond back on the show so he can try to take over the show, and I will refuse to let him do
it. Well, there you go. But yeah, we do have jobs. But anyway, here's what's coming up here this week. Well, actually, let's recap what happened yesterday on the Diamond. Giants do win the series, but they could not complete the sweep against the Tigers. Tigers get the win 5-4, but they still take 2 out of 3. Still in a good spot to get one of the wild card spots in baseball. I mean, the Diamondbacks just shellacked the Phillies again.
Didn't they?
Saturday.
Oh my
Saturday they thrashed them 11-1. Yesterday they thrashed them 12-5 as the Diamondbacks take 3 of 4 from the Phillies in a rematch of last year's NLCS. The Phillies are starting to leak a little bit. The A's go to Toronto and win the series against the Blue Jays. They beat the Toronto Blue Jays 8-4. Good for them. Yeah. Angels beat the Nationals 6-4. Astros pound the Red Sox in Boston 10-2. Yankees by a run get by the Rangers 8-7. Rays beat the Orioles 2-1. Now this was a good thing for the Giants. The Padres did lose yesterday to the Marlins 7-6. Guardians beat the Twins 5-3. Reds beat the Brewers 4-3. And thank you, Rockies. They beat the Braves 9-8. Dodgers come back to win in 10 against the Pirates 6-5, and the Mariners shellac the Mets 12-1 on Sunday Night Baseball. But this might be the biggest series of the year for the Giants, as for the next 4 days they are in a lockdown with the Atlanta Braves, as coming into the wild card race. If you're looking at it, they are a game and a half back of the Braves for that last spot, as the Padres and the Diamondbacks and the Padres are hanging on to the first 2 slots. But in a sense, in the West, the Padres and the Diamondbacks are only 3.5 games behind the Dodgers in the West. So that could flip-flop in a heartbeat. Yes, it really can. Okay. And the Dodgers are going to play a tough series. They're playing Milwaukee in Milwaukee. So that's going to be tough. But yeah, the Giants and Braves, I mean, this could really be boy. If you like pitching, tonight's matchup might be the game for you, because it is Chris Sale against Blake Snell. If you like pitching, if you are a full-fledged fan of pitching, this might be the game for you. Runs might be at a premium in this first important game.
This might be the battle of ground balls.
It could be.
You're going to get a lot of ground balls and a lot of fly balls. You might get a couple of to reach to the outfield fly ball wise, but these two pitchers predominantly thrive at getting the ground ball and the double play
or striking you out.
Oh well, I was getting to that. Can I finish?
Go ahead.
It's okay. It's all right. See, this is might be the only time that I might have to give you the point and the stern eye. But yes, as my brother would say, strikeouts, because Snell, both of these guys can just take over a game at any time. But yeah, you're going to see a good, tremendous duel. This is going to be a good rubber match for sure.
And a lot
first game.
It's the first game. It's a 4-game series.
And we're talking a rubber match in the game 1. Wow.
Here's the thing. And a lot of people thought that Chris Sale was done after he left Boston. It looked like he was having arm troubles. I mean, I don't know what it is about the southern humidity in Georgia, but Chris Sale looks like he was back when he was a Chicago White Sox and when he first came to the Red Sox. And it seemed like now Snell has found his stride, and certainly that no-hitter game against the Reds certainly helped.
Told me to eat it.
Yeah, he is definitely cooking right now. So like I said, this is going to be a huge matchup. Of course, you have the dynamic of Soler, who was traded back to the Braves, coming back to San Francisco as a 3-month rental. We'll see how that goes. Although he was out there in the outfield and didn't look so good in Colorado, but that's here nor there. But I think one thing that's key for the Giants, and one thing they have to do, is they have got to stop botching these opportunities when they have runners at third with less than 2 outs, because that seems to be, and that has seemed to have been their kryptonite for a lot of the season. Even though they lead the league, or they're one of the league leaders in getting sacrifice flies, which is fine and dandy when you need one, but it just seems like for whatever reason, with less than 2 outs, they just cannot seem to get that run from third. And then I go back to the game yesterday where Chapman leads off with a triple. And then I'm like, why are you breaking for home when the ball's hit the shortstop? I mean, the contact play shouldn't have been on. Now, obviously, they didn't ended up scoring because, it
wasn't 2 outs, right?
No, he led off he led off the inning with a triple. It was third base and nobody out. It's like, okay, you got 3 chances to get him in, but I don't know if the contact play was on or not. But
got you.
I think it was Canna at the plate that hit the ball at shortstop, and for whatever reason, Chapman decided to go. Now, granted, he did the smart thing by staying long enough in the rundown for Chapman to get to second, but then the next batter, ball hit right back to the pitcher, and then Canna takes off. And I'm just like, what are you doing? So basically, they ran themselves out of a rally after leading the game off with a triple. But that's here nor there. And I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. But it's a big series for the Giants as they take on the Braves.
Yeah, they got to take advantage of this one. They got to score. They got to score, and again, they got to score because the Braves can get runs at NT freaking moment. They'll just snap the bats and just start popping that ball all over the damn field.
Yeah. All right. So interesting news here. As we know, the A's sold off their half of the Coliseum to the city, and the Oakland Roots Sports Club announced that they'll be playing games inside the Coliseum in 2025. So the Coliseum will still get some sports inside their stadium. I'm guessing this is okay. It's a women's soccer team. Okay, all right.
Oh,
so they play. Okay, it's a pre-professional league, so they're going to play games in the USL League, which is a pre-professional league, so they can fully move into can move fully into the professional league once they have a permanent stadium. So the Oakland Roots and Soul will continue to work with the city of Alameda County towards a modular intern stadium on the Malibu lot adjacent to the Coliseum, which is named that because it used to be home to the Malibu Grand Prix race car driving. Barnes says, our plan for developing the site and stadium continues, she said, and currently it is on place to be open in the spring of 2026. The team is installing a permanent soccer pitch at the venue, eliminating the need for field conversion at the Coliseum to support soccer matches. The Roots and Soul, which have a partnership with KTVU, currently play at Cal State, East Bay, and Hayward, and Merritt College facilities, respectively. The Oakland Alameda County Coliseum Board voted in March to negotiate a lease at the Coliseum that came a day after the A's met with the city to negotiate a possible lease on the extension. The negotiations fell apart, and as we know, the A's are scheduled to move to Las Vegas in 2028, spending the next 3 seasons as the West Sacramento Athletics. So yes,
hey, like I said, us Giants fans, it helps sell out that stadium. Thank you.
4th of July weekend. 4th of July weekend. That will be that might be the most money that Sutter Health Park, aka Wrigley Field.
I don't think I might want to even go to that game. We already know that the seats are going to get filled. They will take up the lawn for sure. So that might be a game that I might not want to go. I'm not on the 4th of July. It's the day itself, but maybe catch one of those games there. But no.
So last week, the Oakland announced it would sell a share of the Coliseum to the African American Sports and Entertainment Group, a local black-led development team.
Hey,
the A's, which purchased the county's share of the site in 2019, also agreed to sell to AASEG. Roots and the Soul women's soccer team radiate Oakland pride in the community, and every time they step on the pitch, they are a model franchise and the town's global ambassador to the soccer world, says Oakland Mayor Shang Tao, who is going through her own situation. I'm excited they have chosen to invest in Oakland and make our city their home. Oakland fans deserve a sports team that is dedicated, energetic, and community-oriented, and I am pleased to support the club with the full force of my administration. The future is Roots and Soul. EIEIO. Okay, so there's that. Good to see that the Coliseum won't be exactly torn down to the strip. That too. So I mean, hopefully, they can get some good stuff off that. So that is definitely good to see.
Here's a question that I have for you.
All right.
Can you think the city can do the same thing Cleveland did to get the Browns back, but we know they won't get the Raider name? But can you see them possibly getting a franchise back down there in Oakland?
If things weren't so dire straight with the city, because we know it's been ravaged with crime for years and drugs for years. We know this.
Well, they gotta fix the city council first.
Agreed.
It's every time somebody's voted in, they're corrupt. something. It's just that city needs to be purged in a good way, not like a movie, going around killing folks. It needs to be purged from council inside out.
No, Mr. Corey, I am not in a robe. I haven't worn a robe.
Where do you? I have a quick question on that. Where do you see that he's possibly wearing a robe?
Yeah, I'm wearing a V-neck shirt.
We love comments on the show, but that one right there, that does not deserve a LOL or the presence that we just gave it. So
no, I'm not. No, I'm not in a robe, Mr. Corey. I am in a V-neck shirt and basketball shorts. Well, I can't do nothing.
You can still wear a T-shirt that your chest hairs could be out. That necessarily means you have a robe on. I would like to question your eyes, sir, and I got 4 of them.
Well, that's because I'm sitting. That's because I'm sitting at a different angle. Okay. Normally, I do the show in my room. I'm not in my room. I'm in the living room, which I'm right next to my grandmother's reclining chair.
Oh yes,
the original Lazy Boy. Again, I'm leaned back in my chair, so that's why it looks like, apparently to you, I'm wearing a robe, but I'm not wearing a robe. But nonetheless,
I don't see you. Where does that look like you're wearing?
I don't. Love you too, Mr. Quarry. Good morning. Okay. Jesus should be your hero, but that's not for me to say. Sam, I don't have a robe. I haven't had a robe since my grandfather brought me one, and I was like a child. I'm not like Hugh Hefner that wear robes all day. And plus, I'm pretty sure Hugh spent a lot of money on those robes. I'm just saying. As the comedy hour has started this morning. Which, by the way, Sam, give us your thoughts on what you saw from your beloved Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams against the Bills this past Saturday. Type in your thoughts on that real quickly. What did you like? What did you not like? Which we thank Mr. Quarry and Mr. Hall for, and Mr. Bridges. Oh God, no, bruh, that's for you. You can keep your robe.
So what the hell has this show came to right now?
Apparently, V-neck shirts and robes is now the topic of discussion here on the Mizzle Dub Show.
What the hell did we go chest hair, robes, and V-necks? Yes. Hey, we appreciate you, cousin. But Boss Man comes in with the
he came in guns blazing. Good Lord.
Hey, boss, if you just want to put the mic in the next comment as drop the mic, hands down, that wins right there.
I mean,
have nothing to say right there.
We can end the show on that. I mean, I can't counter that.
Oh my!
I can. Mr. Quarry is trying.
Oh, don't try. It's already been dubbed. No point intended. But it's already been dubbed.
But actually, you know what?
Roddy W. Piper wins. That's it. That is it. I've heard a lot, but that one right there.
Yeah, Derek just came on with the fire. Now, I will say this, without question, Rick Rude is one of the greatest heels of all time, and any other era, he would have won the WWF World Title because he was just the perfect heel, perfect heel, which is why it works so well in WCW. And I really think people forget that one of the best rivalries that WCW had was between Rick Rude and Sting. It was a fantastic feud. And I really don't know if they were doing a face turn with Rick Rude before he had the unfortunate injury that ended his career in Japan with that ridiculous high riser in the that was insane. But nonetheless, Rick Rude, definitely one of the greatest heels of all time. He's definitely my top 5 of greatest heels ever. Just a quick side note. But Yesterday, obviously, the BC Lions missed their quarterback Vernon Adams, and it showed as the Elks get the win at home by a
So
final
strange
score.
to hear to say that.
The Elks winning a game. Yeah, I mean,
there used to be there was
Oh,
the Edmonton
the Edmonton Eskimos. Yes, it's still weird calling them the Elks when they've been the Eskimos for so long. Which again,
damn them my whole life damn near.
Right. Again, we understand why they changed the name. We're not.
Yeah,
we understand why.
Yes.
But the Elks get their second win of the season to go to 2-7. The Lions fall to 5-4 as the Elks got the win, 33-16. The Alouettes on Saturday beat the Tiger Cats, 33-23, and Mizzle's Boatmen got the revenge on my Stampeders back on Friday as
damn right they did.
The Argonauts beat the Stampeders 39-25, and in overtime ended in tie the Red Blacks Rough Riders in a 22-22 sound. Oh, breaking! Oh boy, well, breaking news here. So right now, just got an alert from Bleacher Report that Jets pass rusher Hassan Reddick wants out of New Jersey.
Wait, didn't he just get traded from somewhere else? He was
from
Eagle,
the
right?
Eagles. Yes, he left the Eagles to go to the Jets, but now,
because you know why? They traded him without finalizing his contract. That's what that was.
Oh, okay.
He got traded without a deal being done, i.e. the reason why Ayuk ain't been traded yet, or per se. Like a lot of trades happen, like when Devontae Adams got traded. I'm going to use this for example. Devontae Adams got traded, and once the trade was announced, the Raiders gave him a deal. So when Hassan Reddick got traded to the Jets, there was no deal in place for him. They said they were going to work on getting him a deal. So that's huge.
Yeah,
because now not only does he want out, the Jets just got rid of draft picks and they're not getting nothing in return. Unless, they're going to get something in return because if he wants out, they have the rights to him. They're going to get some trade value back, but they're not going to get what they traded away to get that man. That's, whew.
Yeah, that's and there's a lot of teams that can use a pass rusher, certainly with his skill set and his playing ability.
100%.
Heck, he might put someone's defense over the top wherever he goes.
100%.
Interesting to see what the Jets are going to do because you have a disgruntled man. Now, here's what I don't understand, and I wish we knew insiders that can give information like this. It's just what it is about doing a trade, and then you don't have a deal in place for them once you trade it for them.
I would literally hate that,
Mr. Quarry.
I would
as much as I would love for that to happen, I don't know if Santa Clara has enough cap space to get him. Don't get me wrong.
Especially if you're trying to still negotiate with IU, that's going to eliminate a lot of that right there.
And that's the big domino right there because that situation dictates a lot of things of what the Niners are going to do. Are they going to trade him?
100%.
Are they going to sign him? Because really right now there's an ultimatum. It's either the Niners are going to re-sign him or they're going to trade him. Be it that means they're going to trade him to Pittsburgh and he's going to be a Steeler. I don't know, but hell, anybody that has any kind of horse sense would take Hassan Reddick right now and add them to their defense. Because I'm pretty sure
if we had the capital, we got the money.
Yeah,
I just don't think we want to give up. We're developing young players right now, so we don't want to,
Now again, as you say that, Mr. Quarry,
you're still not capping in the money that you're about to spend on Ayuk and Debo. How much are you gonna pay Purdy?
Yeah, how much of that's going to affect eventually extending Purdy because Purdy's the next to be extended because he's clearly outplayed his Mr. Irrelevant contract, and if he continues to,
you think he's not going to command more money than Tua? If you don't think that, then you must don't know how this market is going.
Yeah, and some of those guys don't even deserve to get paid what they're getting paid now, but because
of the market,
and because Well, you are called the accountant for a reason. So, I mean,
I don't need too much schooling on that, but I also will love to hear your side of it. I always love to hear somebody else's.
you get to talk. I can't type as quick. Well, eventually, we still want you to come on the show and talk about the project that they're doing about your father, the great Jerry Quarry.
Yes, definitely will love to have you on for that one for sure. That would be
But
great to
nonetheless,
hear.
good morning and welcome to episode 234 of the Mizzle and Dub Show. As we're doing an early morning show, or late morning, early afternoon type of thing, because for some of our subscribers on the East Coast, it's 2:00 in the afternoon for y'all, and some of y'all will be getting ready to go get your kids from school and whatnot.
Yes.
So we are glad that you're joining us.
Yes.
It says UPS.
Give me Dub. Hold the show on for a second. I gotta go handle something real quick.
No worries. As family duties tend to happen from time to time. Mr. Quarry just said Ayuk's cap hit right now is 14.9 million. If he extends this year, cap hit drops, pushed out to later years. The Williams thing sucks. Well, Trent Williams wants guaranteed money. That's why he's been holding out. And Mr. Duncan says NFL teams need to wise up and pay mid-tier starters mid-tier money. Golf, Purdy, Tua need to be $25 million per year. Another very good point. And maybe some of it is because maybe the contract that Patrick Mahomes got. Well, here's the thing. Brock Purdy doesn't have a strong arm, which we know. He's accurate. He's very smart and tends to get the ball out quickly. Many people might call Brock. Well, what you gotta understand, back then there was no salary cap. Literally, when Eddie DeBartolo brought in Gary Plummer and Ken Norton Jr. and Richard Dinn and Deion Sanders and Toy Cook and all those people in '94, and they won their current latest Super Bowl, that's when the salary cap happened. And Mr. Duncan says he's not top 10. Only MVPs need to be making MVP money. So, I mean, you can put this a lot on agents. I mean, you know, we've seen we have seen many times a guy be a one-season wonder, gets a payday, and you never hear from him again. Again, I go back to DeMarco Murray. Had the one big year with the Cowboys, got paid by the Eagles. Never heard from DeMarco Murray again.
Oh, you talking about when the Cowboys ran him to the ground?
No, I'm just while you were gone, Boss Man said that, and I'll put the comment again. He said that NFL teams need to wise up and pay mid-tier starters mid-tier money, and he was giving examples about Golf, Purdy, Tua. They need to be $25 million per year, and then he said again, Corey said that he didn't think that Purdy was top 10, and then Duncan said he's not top 10. Only MVPs need to be making MVP money. And then Corey says, since he entered the league, all of his stats are top 10 or better. I'm not saying he's top 5. Purdy's at a year and a half. And then Mr. Duncan says, the Patriot way is how to win long term, and Tom Brady's not my God, but
Tom Brady took less money
that too
to get weapons around him, but then in the back end of his career, he started to demand his money.
That's true.
Of course,
too.
You know, when he went to the Buccaneers, stuff like that.
But
I would love for them to have that, but as Matt Ryan came on the Talking Ish with Dub, Mizzle, and Chris, he said that how would you do that? How can you make that happen? You have to follow the market, because if you're not going to pay that quarterback what he thinks he is, somebody else in the market is going to pay him.
Somebody will.
That's why Tua got paid, because the Dolphins want him. So They followed the value. Does Tua deserve Lamar Jackson money? No. What has he done? There's only a few quarterbacks that should be asking for that money. And I hate to say it, and I'm glad I got a little something to wash it down with after I say his name. Patrick Mahomes deserves any and everything he asks for when he walks in there for negotiations.
Facts. Now, Mr. Corey, in regards to that, here's my problem. Because on the overtime drive, which led to the field goal, as Brandon Ayuk was getting wide open in the back of the end zone.
Don't you feel as a team?
Yes. But my point is
there's really nobody's fault. You fail as a team.
But my point is somebody missed their blocking assignment and you had Chris Jones running free to Brock Purdy. That's why they had
Wasn't that on the right side? That was on the right side, correct?
That was on the right side, yes. And I'm like,
which has been your Achilles heel for how long?
God,
thank you. You just answered the question without answering it.
I mean, where do you want me to start?
Hey, brother, we are on a mid-morning afternoon show. We got time.
Which is why I'm very high on Dominic Puny, the guard from Kansas, who's had a very good camp and possibly could be your right starting guard instead of Spencer Burford.
That would be, he should push it. He should push it.
I am very high on Dominic Puny from Kansas. Yeah. I thought that was a very good draft pick, and it's shown so far because the center and the left side is good. Trent Williams and Aaron Banks on the left side, and Jake Brindle has been way more than.
You still got to pay Big Trent. You still got to pay Big Trent.
That he wants guaranteed money, and now here we go with Bosman coming in saying that, for example, the Raiders should have extended O'Connell's contract to 10 to so they can pay for a line.
The good thing about that, boss man, we don't have to right now because he's on a rookie contract, which allows us to make moves outside of that. And plus this is only year 2. So there's no need to do that. Now, maybe next year that might work out, but right now him being on that rookie contract, that's pretty good. And him being a late rounder. So we didn't really give O'Connell a lot of money right now, but I would like to extend him within maybe if he has a pan out first. If he beats out Gardner, he goes out there and perform good, leads the team, yada, yada, yada. Then I would look to trying to get him off that rookie deal to put out more money later on. But right now, I'm not looking to extend him. We got some wiggle room. I like what Telesco is doing with the money right now.
I don't agree. I do agree with that, which is why they kept John Feliciano.
Who's he's a good serviceable lineman.
He is and has been for a long time. You definitely have to figure out who your right tackle is since you did not draft one.
Fast.
Even though Puny can play guard and tackle, but I think I like him more inside as a guard next to Brindle on the right side of the line. We'll see. But like I said, for me, I'm more so paying attention to Jalen Graham and D Winters to complement Fred Warner until Dre Greenlaw gets back. I'm really interested to see what kind of a scheme that he was, but Feliciano can move to right tackle if Puny ends up being the starting right guard, and then that could be your start. But then, like I said, I definitely would scout a right tackle. Well, I would definitely go right tackle, left tackle if I am the Niners in the draft in 2025 because, again, Trent Williams is 35, and as much as he's still playing at a very high level and still one of the best left tackles in football, you have to look for his replacement by far because I don't know how much longer he's going to play. And I agree with that. If he was in that, if Feliciano and Spencer Buford traded spots on that particular play, without question, Ayuk catches the touchdown in overtime and make the Chiefs play into a sudden death. I don't disagree with that whatsoever because you can't have an all-pro like Chris Jones free going through the gap to get to your quarterback. That's of
football. All people, you should have a double team on here or somebody chipping his ass at least to give your quarterback some kind kind of chance to throw the ball.
Facts. I mean, I talked about that at verbatim every time. You're possibly not wrong on that. On the Chiefs going for 2, that wouldn't surprise me. But you would still have to make them drive the length of the field if you were to score on that particular on a touchdown on field goal. Yeah, I mean, the way Fred Warner said no, as the clip's been played many times, just the way he screamed.
Oh yeah,
no,
yes.
He knew right then and there the game was going to be changed. He knew right then and there because
I think that altered you guys' whole the mood changed. And as you know, as athletes, we got a next man up mentality and stuff like that. But that man clearly was wrecking havoc before he got hurt, and you clearly saw it was going to be a long day if you were going to try to test his side of the field.
You didn't hear Travis Kelce's name at all.
Nope.
And then once he got hurt, that's when Travis Kelce started eating.
Because you had a physical presence at that position that can run toe-to-toe with Kelce and be just as physical with him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the Chiefs wanted to use. So you heard big piece was missing after that. But yeah, Kelce was not heard of until the big fella went out the game, and that hurt. That hurt. And again, me over here talking.
All right. Sorry, this keyboard is ass. Well, I'm sorry that your keyboard is not cooperating with you. All right. So, even though there hasn't been a down played yet, there isn't a 5 preseason poll. So, we will go through this. Now again, this is from the Associated Press.
You're gonna have to chime in for our yearly Super Bowl show to get that. We're not doing it today. Not today. No. You have to stand by. And if you would like to join that,
who asked that question?
Jonathan.
Oh, got
Mr.
it.
Corey.
Yeah.
So Super Bowl predictions this year? Not yet.
So to piggyback what Mizzle just said, for every 4 years that we've done this show, we have done a NFL prediction show to where we have given our picks for division winners, who we think are going to be the wild card teams, and we give our Homer Super Bowl pick and our non-Homer Super Bowl pick.
Yes.
No, keep your money. Keep your money. No. But the preseason top 25, according to the Associated Press.
Wait, I don't know. I need WrestleMania money. So how much we talking?
All right, so my beloved Bulldogs.
I would love for him to comment on this. I mean, I really need WrestleMania money. So what you talking?
My beloved Bulldogs come in at number 1. State number 2. Oregon, first year in the Big 12, coming in at 3. Bevo coming in at number 4. The damn Elephants, Alabama coming in at number 5. The Ole Miss coming in at number 6.
$200.
Go ahead, Ole Miss Rebels. Notre Dame coming in at 7. Penn State 8. Michigan 9. Mizzle and Chris's beloved Florida State Seminoles coming in at number 10.
Disrespect.
The Missouri Tigers 11. Utah at 12. LSU 13. Clemson 14. Tennessee at 15. Oklahoma 16. Oklahoma State 17. Kansas 18. The U at 19. Texas A&M at 20. Arizona at 21.
Who?
The team you don't like that wears orange and green.
That's better. That's a better statement.
Oh, good Lord.
Now is that 200 apiece or just 100 apiece? If it's 200 apiece, then we're gonna have to break that.
Kansas at 22. The team that plays in Southern California that we really dislike.
That fake ass chop,
as you would say, yes. NC State at 24. Iowa at 25.
Wait, yo! I hope you take it. I hope you taking that to Vegas, because if you put $5 down on that and they go and win it, that's
okay.
That's a lot of cheddar.
Okay.
That's a lot of cheddar.
Okay.
That's a gauntlet they got to take to get there. But yeah. Hey.
Okay. Now, I am very I am very I am very pleased for UNLV to build on the momentum that they have. What Barry Odom did last year, having them win a share of the conference championship was huge, without question. Certainly turned around. Yes, they did win the national title back in the 89-90 season when they blew out the Dukies by 30. Thank you very much, Mr. Tarkanian, which makes Mizzle very happy.
Anytime Duke takes a big L, brings a smile to my face.
I don't doubt it. Hopefully they can build that momentum as again they went. What was their record last season? As I'm trying to look up for it right here. Come on. I mean, obviously the schedule will be tougher for the Rebels, without question. As last season they went. And it was good to see big crowds at Allegiant for the Rebels last year as they made some history. I still have not caught a UNLV game at Allegiant.
Really?
I have not. The one time I was supposed to go, I got off work late. And by the way, that was the game to where Iowa State was there, and that was Iowa State with Brock Purdy and Breece Hall. So, yeah, I missed out on that. Yeah. Anyhow, last year the Rebels went 9-5. They tied with the conference record of 6-2, but were given a share of the Mountain West Conference title. Lost to Boise State in the conference title game, unfortunately. So, like I said, there's a lot of momentum they can build on with that. So, I mean, yeah, a lot of good things that can come out of that. Definitely would be great to see. No, we've had worse people try to throw the show off. So
I'm about to say
we've had worse people try to throw the show off. So
yeah, put it this way: I have not made a comment like please stay on subject, or I've made a comment like, look here, you're about 5 seconds of being banned, which I have banned somebody. So you're good, sir. You're good.
But nonetheless,
coach practice. Okay.
Well, all right. I was waiting until that. Oh, got it. What are you coaching, Mr. Corey? What sport are you coaching? Is it football or is it a different sport?
Yes.
Give
us the news.
As we're glad you're with us.
So the news.
I'm leaving
Western
today.
Western High School.
So he's coaching with Scooter and Chris McWillie. Nice. The Western Warriors. D-line and tight end. All right.
Okay.
So you're joining Chris McWillie on the defensive side of the ball, coaching tight ends. Nice. And
wide receivers. Okay.
Actually, fun fact: your quarterback, Scott Scooter Hamilton of the Insomniacs, he's actually the defensive coordinator for Western High School.
Ah.
So, shout out to the Western Warriors. Good luck to them for this upcoming.
You got a California fan right here.
Well, hopefully, we handled Valley in a scrimmage easily. Of course, that is the Valley Vikings, which where Coach Zoe coaches the baseball team. So coming up this week, we got one game on Thursday, which is, I don't know what it is about wanting to slurp the Patriots during the preseason, but they're going to air the Patriots and Eagles on NFL Network.
The Patriots.
This ain't the same doggone Patriots. There is no boring-ass Bill Belichick on the sideline anymore.
It just makes the story for them even better because you know the storyline. How are the Patriots going to do without Belichick? Yada, 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 yada.
I can tell. Like I said, new staff team went 0-10 last year. Well, I mean that's a good start in the scrimmage if you're so the Western Warriors are playing with a lot of house money this year. So yes. anything that they do is going to be a vast improvement. Now, I said this the minute Tom Brady left, and I'm going to say it again. once he left. Don't be surprised if the Patriots start sucking again, because who were they before Tom Brady got there? Yeah, they had a few mixed in seasons here and there.
Well, they were doing good with Bledsoe.
Like I said, a few good seasons mixed in here and there. Say less, Mr. Duncan. Say less. Say less.
Oh, that is tremendous.
Yes, Mr. Corey, I know they lost Super Bowl 31 to the Packers. My point is, outside of the few seasons they got to the playoffs with Drew Bledsoe, and outside of Super Bowl 20, when they got demolished by the 85 Bears, and yes, Desmond Howard doing the worst robot dance you'll ever see in life in the Super Bowl after he scored the touchdown to win Super Bowl MVP. Who were the doggone New England Patriots outside of that? They sucked. Which is why I said, don't be surprised if they go back to sucking. Because, again, I've said many times on the show, what is Bill Belichick's record with Tom Brady? What is his record without Tom Brady?
Above 500 with Brady, below 500 without him.
I rest my case. But, however, I'm glad that Jared Mayo is getting a chance to be a head coach because he was a very solid player for the Patriots as a linebacker and a solid player for the Bills, so I'm glad he's getting a chance.
I think he'll have that team whipped into shape by year.
I'm not a Patriots fan.
That's 100%.
So good for them that they had a 19-year run. Good for them. Necessarily didn't work for me.
19-year-old run started at behalf of my fucking team, so fuck the Patriots. Sorry. That just dug up an old wound right there.
Yes, the passion. Okay, Mr. Corey, I am from...
He must really don't know you that well as much as you... He has not watched this show? Have you not seen your room?
Mr. Corey, no, I don't like the Browns. I like the old Cleveland Browns.
Now this is where I'm thinking that he's trying to be funny because I've known he watched the show.
Cleveland Municipal Stadium is one of my all-time favorite football stadiums. But I'll just say it like this: I am from Northern California. I was born in the Bay Area. Joe Montana spoiled me into being a 49er faithful for life.
I don't even think you need to give that explanation because he has been on this show. And
okay, he says he's being funny. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. I kind of figured that. I'm like, okay, this is where you're going to get me to make a comment, sir.
And in other news, Scott the Viking McCorkle is rowing in a lake somewhere in Missouri, or kayaking, I should say.
Yeah, I saw that. That man is living his best life right now.
No, seriously, I think Packer and McCorkle really should do a podcast while they're on the kayak live.
I told him I am all for them doing a YouTube show. Damn it, we can even get that. We can try to promote that shit to HBO Max. You know what I'm saying? I just want 1% of it.
Along with Monroe's, of course.
I already told you, we're going to bowfinger them. We're just going to bowfinger them, okay? That's just what's going to happen. And once they see the proceeds coming in, the proceeds, they'll be like, sign us up. I'm like, yep, see? You should have signed off on this in the beginning because now I'm getting all the proceeds of this, and I'm giving you like 10%. No, just kidding.
Well, you and Coach JB enjoy yourselves in Santa Clara against the Cowboys on Sunday night. I definitely will be watching. More than likely, probably at Chris's house.
I think I'm trying to get there for that game too. As I am married to a Cowboy fan.
And have fun in Inglewood, California, as you watch the battle between Santa Clara and Inglewood. And actually, when they play again in Santa Clara, it'll be on my actual own personal holiday. Okay, is that breaking news right now, Mr. Corey?
See, that shit like that will get you banned, at least for a day. You can't throw out stuff like that, especially on this kind of show. No. That is not a joke. That is no. Don't do that. No. That's not funny. because I was ready to go into a whole lot of things to say. Now
we really were, because I mean,
yeah. So
we of course
breaking news. We don't play. Mr. Court, we don't play with breaking news. Everything else you did is just fine. Don't play with breaking news. That's one thing we don't play around here on this show.
Yes, they do too. Ooh. That is a very factual statement. Yes. Towards the end of 2024, they do play on Monday night. Now, is that game in Detroit or is that game in Santa Clara? The rematch of this past season's NFC Tunnel game. So
you would think that would be played in Santa Clara.
So full-fledged games on Saturday. We have more bird gang between the Falcons and the Ravens in Baltimore. We got the Giants in Houston playing on the Texans. Bears and the Bengals at Soldier Field. Lions and Chiefs in Arrowhead. Santa Clara. All right. Going back to the scene of the crime. It's in Santa Clara. All right. So we just found that out. Browns and the Vikings at the Dog Pound.
Boss Man a Lions fan?
Yes, he is.
Makes sense.
He was actually at the Cowboys-Lions game last Monday night during the past season.
Oh, okay.
He got to experience Uncle Jerry's land. He said maybe New Year's trip to San Francisco sounds nice. Got to figure out. Yeah, well, he is doing daddy duty, so he has got to figure out that situation.
Let me know about that, boss man. Maybe I could try to join you guys on that one.
Bills and Steelers in the Steel City. Jets in Carolina against the Panthers.
He said, Negro, I am the Lions fan. We'll hang a star on that one.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Okay, Mr. Corey, I can't respond back to your messenger. I'm in jail for 2 days on Messenger. So in 2 days, I can reply. So unfortunately, I can read your message. I can see your message, but I cannot respond. All right, Commanders in Miami against the Dolphins. Titans against the Seahawks in Tennessee. Cardinals on the road in the Horseshoe against the Colts. It is the Battle of Inglewood between the Chargers and the Rams. And it's the Battle of Florida between the Buccaneers. It's the battle between the Buccaneers and the Jaguars in Duval. And in the nightcap, Mizzle's beloved Raiders hosting the Arlington Cowboys. It's not a regular season game, so there will be no house divided in the Mizzle household unless it was a regular season game.
There's always house divided. I don't give two shits. He's sitting on one end of the house while I sit on the one end of the house. We'll come together after.
Even during preseason?
I don't give two shit. The only team I don't give, and it's all fun and games with me and her. Mm-hmm. You know, that's what it is. But I don't care about preseason. Not at all. But just something to give us a little fun to poke at each other.
Did you get all my money for interactions? Do you all get money? No, we don't get money.
But I would love to get money. You not hear what I just said? I need money for WrestleMania. I need all the money.
But I did learn a very valuable lesson.
What's this?
Don't post pictures from Getty's Images because you might get in trouble.
Yes. That's the reason why we both got hit with the flag.
Yes.
We posted certain pictures. 200 pesos ain't shit.
It is in Mexico.
We're not in Mexico right now.
I know. We're in the United States of America. I know this. However.
And I can say the next time that I'm going to Mexico.
Orale. Maybe I might come back as the not so whitest black skin in America if I do go down there and catch a tan. I don't know. No, Mr. Corey. I have not, as Boss Man just says, that's $10. That gets you banned.
Yes, no. If you post anything that's outside of, and plus we were posting the Olympic photos, so that's instantly right there. But they will let you post it on your own personal page, but I guess it can't be in the video because I posted all of Steph's freaking shots on my page, and
So I even posted LeBron getting dunked on, and that didn't get flagged. But heaven for but we've learned our lessons now.
You call that breakdancing?
Australian breakdancer. Well, I will say this. I am highly excited about flag football being added as an Olympic sport in 2028 in Los Angeles. That will be fun to see. And it'll be interesting to see SoFi Stadium as a Olympic pool, as I think.
Yeah.
Well, no, so supposedly.
No, I know. That's why I was like, yeah.
So the Intuit Dome, a.k.a. the... she was auditioning for You Got Served. What? You Got Served Part 5?
Now, are we talking the parody or the actual movie?
I don't know. But so supposedly the Intuit Dome, the home of the now Inglewood Clippers.
Clippers?
Yes, the Inglewood Clippers. Yes, because their stadium or their arena is in Inglewood. That's where basketball will be held. And Crypto.com Arena. That's a very good You know what?
That might have to go on Talking Ish.
We might have to discuss that on Wednesday. On the
I won't be on that episode. So
we are supposed to be building Olympic campuses here. So Vegas might become an Olympic training site. Are you trying to give us some inside information, Mr. Corey?
We take info like that. We do take that on the show very well.
Very interesting. But I mean, that is a good question. Are they going to use? Oh, that's a rumor. Okay, well, I mean, Google it.
Yeah, I won't trust Google with nothing, not even directions.
Well, we learned the hard way about Google going to Great America many, many moons ago.
So, boy, let's not bring that conversation into the show.
It was a funny story though.
It was at the time.
Hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Anyhow, glad you're with us on this. Now it is past noon here on the West Coast as recapping the Olympics and
the Olympiad.
Going to Los Angeles, California in 2024 or 2028. And it was good to see Bob Costas and Al Michaels on the closing ceremony show yesterday as they were hanging out with the Snoop Doggy Dogg. And I will say this. Oh, here we go. So some news from the boss man. We will be putting our stadium up as a potential site. All right. There you go. Possible stadium sites up in the works. I'm sure there will be more discussions about that in the meantime. All right, as we will carry on. But as mentioned, okay, so breaking news. The Jets' Joe Douglas, the GM of the East Rutherford Jets, just came out with a statement. As earlier, Hassan Reddick was requesting a trade to leave the Jets. But Joe Douglas just said a $1.2 billion proposal. All right. So if I can come up with the thing, is it there? Come on. Where is it? Where is the statement by Jets GM Joe Douglas? Looks like I'm going to have to go to Twitter to find this. All right. So hold on, folks. Oh, breaking news. Jaron Duran got suspended for 2 games for yelling out a slur at a heckling fan, which, again, I understand why, but however, the fan should also get something done to him because the heckling fan is the reason why he blurted out that slur that he blurted out, which unfortunately the mic caught it live.
No. I'm 50-50 on that. It's more of
like I said,
you're a professional athlete.
Yes, from that aspect,
it's hard. No, look, it's hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard.
But
I'm not trying to pin neither one.
But however, if the fan is yelling some slur at me, first thing you thinking is, okay, active defense. Be like, look here. Bleep, 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 whatever. Now,
100%,
again.
100%.
Okay, I mean, that particular word has been used in slang for years in the streets and whatnot. Now,
are we talking about the famous word Eddie Murphy used in the comics?
Oh, yes, indeed. Okay. Which made him a lot of money. Which made him a lot of money.
Say nothing else. I know where that's kind of that's that's tough.
It is. Now, I'm trying to find the statement that all right. So, this is straight from the Jets GM, Joe Douglas. He said, "We have informed Hassan that we will not trade him, that he is expected to be here with his teammates, and that he will be continued to be fined per the CBA if he does not report. Since the trade discussions back in March, we have been clear, direct, and consistent with our position. Our focus will remain on the guys we have here as we prepare for the regular season." That is from Jets GM Joe Douglas.
This is not going to end well. That statement right there, that is not going to sit well.
No.
This is not going to end the way that I think it's going to end.
No, it is not.
He is still going to. Okay, cool.
Hey, we will see what happens. But
100%.
Nonetheless, we want to say thank you to everybody that has joined us on this early morning edition. Hence why he wants to be traded, because he wants to get paid. I mean, if I'm getting traded to a situation to where I don't know if I'm going to stay or not, I mean, I want security too. That's the main thing of what we all want. But nonetheless, thank you guys for chiming in with us here on the early morning edition, late afternoon edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show, as my man's does return back to work today. Oh, that's great. So softball will be back in the Olympics in 2028. That's awesome. However, I am saddened to know the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles might not have boxing. And that's a damn shame.
Yet again, you steal my thunder. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't have to work today. So we might come back tonight and do another show. You never know. So you might get us twice today. So you don't know. Like I said, definitely the pennant races are starting to heat up here in the dog days. Like I said, big series for the Giants as they take on the Braves. Diamondbacks at home against the Rockies, Cubs and the Guardians, Reds and Cardinals. Astros and Rays, Rangers on the road in Boston against the Red Sox. Another big series for the Twins as they take on the Royals, as they're in a dogfight for one of those wild card spots. Yankees taking on the lifeless White Sox at 28-91. My God. Brewers home against the Dodgers. Angels at home against the Blue Jays, and the Pirates play the Padres in San Diego. That is your slate for Major League Baseball tonight. So right now, going through the standings one more time on the divisions. Dodgers 3.5 up on the Padres and the Diamondbacks in the West. In the East, Phillies up 7.5 on the Braves. And 8 games on the Mets. In the Central, the Brewers up 7.5 on the Cardinals, 9 on the Cubs. In the American League, a deadlock tie between the Orioles and the Yankees in the American League East. The Guardians, 3.5 up on the Twins, 4 on the Royals in the Central. I said that was probably going to be the best pennant race all year long, but the Yankees and Orioles are trying to say, hold my beer. In the West, a deadlock tie, in a sense, between the Astros and the Mariners, but the Astros by one less loss have a 0.1 percentage better than the Mariners in the American League West. Of course, the wild cards right now, it's between the Cardinals. It's between the Diamondbacks, Braves, and the Padres. But the Giants, Cardinals, and Mets are right there. Like I said, the Giants have a chance to help their own cause by playing the Braves tonight. So they definitely got to take advantage of that. Then in the American League right now, it's the Orioles, Yankees, Twins, Mariners, and Royals for this wild card spot, which right now, obviously the winner of the East would obviously be one of those wild card spots. So whoever wins out of the Yankees and Orioles, it would be them, Twins and Royals as your American League wild card team. So pennant races heating up big time in baseball. Football heading up into full-fledged gear. But before we go, as always, we want to pay homage to some contributors to this show. Once again, for those that like video editing, graphics, or videos, please, and graphic designing, please get with Creative Brothers Productions. They are on Facebook, they are on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure they have a Snapchat too. But no, if this is your expertise, if this is your field, please get with Creative Brothers Productions, as they do a fantastic job. And this ad that you're about to see was done by Creative Brothers Production, and it looks a little like this.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Night Owl edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. Yes, vote for us. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. He is Mizzle, I am Dub, and
did y'all miss us? Because we missed you. Our apology.
and we are live.
Mute your mic, Dub. But again, as my brother was saying, that was done by Creative Brothers. Anything you need done, they can take care of you that. And then we also have, while my brother is on mute, before we can get on mute, if you ever need anything done music-wise, we have the greatest DJ in the world, Mr. DJ Master. Yes. So, as DJ Massick said, if you need anything, he will travel anywhere. So, weddings, parties, anything you need, just reach out to Mr. Massick himself. And last but not least, from the intro you hear to the outro you hear from this young man, Mr. Zordok Sama himself, super dope beat maker. Here's all his tags. If you need anything done from rapping, production, any beat, this is his tag. So please reach out to him. The young man is striving to be pretty good. And as I said, he's done the intro and outro for our show. He's done A7. You will be hearing his music on Live with 25. You've heard his music on the Jaffos. So yes, anything you need, reach out to the young man. As my brother makes his return, get into the chopper.
Super dope beat maker. Yes.
Yes.
Get to the chopper. Get that. Do it now. But as we were trying to say before we got rudely interrupted by technology, I'd like to thank everybody for chiming in and watching this episode of the Mizzle Dub Show number.
Your volume is gone. And the show is just doing so tremendously fine until technology decided it want to be a nice little kick in the fancy pants.
We were doing fine all afternoon, all morning long, and now as we try to end this show, it wants to be an ace hole. Go figure.
It's fine, brother.
But with that said, you might catch us later on tonight with 2:35, but you know what? Just keep us posted because you never know what could happen here on the Mizzle Up Show.
Yes, indeed.
He says it's my processor, not my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with that said, we're gonna say ta-ta for now, as we are gonna say they're all closed. I have nothing going right now. I got no other apps going right now.
It's just technology.
But nonetheless, thank you for watching episode 234 of the Mizzle Dove Show. I'm glad you're with us. And with that said, it's 5 o'clock some damn where. And
it actually is.
Don't forget to check out the All-Pro Jaffos, Live with 2-5, The Parlay with Woody and Jay, CP3's broadcast, Loud's podcast.
Yes.
Wherever podcasts are sold or wherever you can watch them. So there you have it.
And just check out the other side of the ball network because that's where you're going to catch us.
Thanks for watching. And also talking issue up because of Mizzle. Yeah, so there you go. With that said, thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your Monday afternoon. I'm gonna go do some maximum effort and go watch Deadpool Wolverine again.
Yes, indeed.
And you might see us later on tonight. Anyhow, enjoy the rest of your afternoon and this has been the Mizzle Up Show. And yeet.
Oh yeah, definitely a yeet. Definitely got to put a yeet in there.
Or a double yeet.
Appreciate you guys. Hello.